And I believe we have some audience questions.
Hi, my question is for Olivia. Well, Kerry Washington. Sorry. How has your acting improved since you did from what was it? Chanel to now.
Oh, how's it improved?
Yeah. How do you feel like you've grown as an actor?
I'll say this: being on this show. Starting in New York, I started in the theater and started working in theater companies. And this show is the closest experience I've ever had to being in a theater company, because when you're in a theater company, you are really there to help each other shine and to build work on a consistent basis with people who help you evolve and grow and build. And that's what working with this cast is like. So I feel like this show, the regulars on the show and the guest stars that keep getting pulled in, we just continue to elevate each other day after day, week after week. So I feel like the biggest leap for me in my learning as an actor has definitely been from day one on Scandal to now. Yeah.
Wait, and I just want to add to that. And the fact that that's Kerry Washington's point of view and she's number one on the call sheet on the show sets a really lovely tone for the rest of us and for all of the crew and everybody involved. I mean, the respect that she has for everybody just multiplies. We're really blessed.
We are. We're so lucky. We're so lucky.
Hi, this question is for Olivia.
You can stand. Go ahead.
Okay. Kerry Washington. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. Olivia is not here.
My question basically is, one, congratulations. I heard that you got married, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And the next question is, I know you did say that you have a lot has changed for you since you got on Scandal. What besides fashion do you like most about playing Olivia Pope on Scandal?
Well, we've mentioned her twice, but I just want to officially say that Lynn Paolo is here. Lynn Paolo is our costume designer on the show. And, one of the things that's really amazing, even as we're talking, I don't know if you noticed when we were talking about how great the fashion is on the show and how people's fashion is evolving, one of the things that's so special about the show is that we don't do fashion for fashion's sake. It's not like, oh, we all want to look cool, we all want to look great. It's very connected to the character. Like David Rosen is saying, I'm wearing Hugo Boss now, or Josh Malina is saying, I'm wearing Hugo Boss now because I have a better job, and Abby sort of changed her hair and changed her makeup because she's trying to move on in her life from a relationship. Like, the clothes are rooted in the character's journey. So I think that's one of the things I love so much about being on Scandal for all of us, is that we're all so committed to the storytelling, and again, just being a part of a group like this, Scott is right when he said, we get the work and we just do it, but part of the ability to do that is that we trust each other. Like, we get really hard scenes that we have to figure out with each other, and we come in and we talk about it and we grapple with it and we call each other on the weekend and we send each other emails and we figure out, not to you, but the rest of us figure
I don't even
out
have
how to
anybody's
make
information.
That's on purpose. And we figure out how to make it work,
Well, actually, that does bring up a very good point. Josh, what's been the hardest scene for you to film?
Hardest scene for me to film?
Getting smacked?
We had a weird sex scene.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was a weird one. But it wasn't that hard to film. I let her do the work. I just kind of sat back. There was a very emotional one in season 1 where I had been framed into. So Abby was under the
season
impression.
2.
That was season 2? I've got to watch the show. I hear it's great. That was season 2.
I hear really good things about it.
Yeah, and so she thought that I had abused a former girlfriend, and I realized I was up against it when the first thing you do before the set is even lit, you just kind of go through, let's just read the words and then we'll block it. And then, and in that rehearsal, she already had tears. And I was like, I'm just starting to think about this. I was like, I had to bring my A game because she was so there already. So that was hard for me because I realized, I'm not where I need to be when we film this in half an hour.
We have another question from the audience.
Hi, this is for Carrie and Darby. So, like Hollywood is usually scrutinized for its like role with women in violence. When you guys are reading scripts, how do you tell whether it's senseless violence or it has a meaning?
Oh, wow. It's a really
That's
good
a really
question.
good question. Shonda?
Well, let's put it in terms of Scandal. Darby, have you thought? Has there ever been a scene that you sort of had to take a look at and be like, I'm not so sure, or has everything felt pretty comfortable?
I wouldn't say it's comfortable playing a woman who's been abused.
Comfortable is the wrong word. I apologize.
Yeah, but I love telling this story, and I think it needs to be told. And I really love that Abby is a woman who's trying to move beyond it. And I mean, the women characters on this show are written to be such complex, strong, interesting women, and the fact that Olivia Pope saves her, helps her out of it, and so playing a woman who was once damaged goods, there's kind of a liberating kind of aspect to this particular story of Abby and Scandal. I've had women tweet me before on Twitter and say, I was like that woman. I was in that situation, and I really relate to your character. And wow, it gets me choked up.
Of course.
And I love that that's helping other women, like, give them hope a little bit. Like, yeah, you can move beyond that, and you can grow and become stronger, and you don't have to be a victim.
I think I think everything Darby said is it, and it's the example of that's how you know, because it's sort of, if the violence that's taking place tugs at your heart, then it's not senseless, because it's forcing you to think about the root of that violence and the impact of the violence. If there are no feelings around it, then it's senseless. If it's just people dying for no reason with no emotional connection, then it's senseless.
Hello. You guys are phenomenal. I just have to say that, and so inspiring. My question is actually to any one of you guys. Is there a real life subject matter that you guys draw from your experiences? Your characters are so intense. So is there like that one thing that or one person that you guys can go to use as influence or inspiration for your roles?
Scott, do you want to take that?
What?
Do you want to take that?
Sorry. Is there one person that I go to that gives me information, inspiration? No. No, there's not. We're really fortunate that by the time we get the scripts, they've been really flushed out and gone over. I know the writers do their own read of them before we get them, and I have the full faith that by the time I read it, it's everything I need is there. And of course I have my own way of preparing to get into a character, to get into Jake, and things that I've thought about, questions I've asked myself about him and his past. But as for a specific role model or a person of inspiration, no, sorry.
Hi. I first wanted to say that the show is very inspiring, and this question is actually for Kerry. I wanted to say that it's been great watching your work ever since Our Song. I remember that movie, that short independent film. But the question is really about Shonda Rhimes has this great ability of creating these shows where we watch these characters and we don't see color. Everything, at least for me, I don't see color. But one of the things that has been a really important topic about the show Scandal is the relationship between Kerry and the president. Well, all of Kerry's relationships are all interracial. How do you think that the interracial relationship depicted on Scandal has affected the African-American community at whole? In particularly women of color.
It's interesting. So all of Olivia's relationships, I think you meant, have been interracial. Yeah, but I would say to say that really ignores Edison and the history that she has with Edison. And you are also going to see a window into more of Olivia's past that I think also challenges that assumption. And I think, one of the things that's so powerful for me about the show is that race is definitely a topic that's dealt with. It's come up a lot of times in various ways on the show. But the show isn't about race, it's about relationships. It's about love. And it's about people who really care about each other, navigating those feelings. And I think that's one of the things that's so special about the show is that these people have the capacity and the courage to take each other in for all of who they are, inclusive of race, inclusive of personal history, ethnicity, sexual orientation, class, education, that they see the full picture of each other, and that's where they build their relationships from, not based on these isolated references of I can only love or be friends with or take care of or be in association with this kind of person. And black love is beautiful. Okay.
Hey guys, how you doing? Actors have very varied careers, ups and downs, and the whole show is a cast full of people who have had established careers before they became a household name. Congratulations on that, by the way. Specifically for the three in the middle, is it terrifying or exciting to go from that person and that thing to Abby?
It's exciting. Yeah, it's great. I mean, this is what we all work for, is to be a working actor, and I'm a working actor. I love my job. I'm so grateful every day I get to go act. So I'm having a good time.
Okay, we're going to finish up this panel with one more question. Season 3 starts tonight on ABC at 10 o'clock.
The goal is to break Twitter. So
Break it
live
down.
tweet.
There's a
Yeah.
clip show at 8.
Yes, there is this
Clip show
amazing
at
clip
8.
show that's kind of a review of the first 2 seasons. It's narrated by Josh Malina. It's at 8 o'clock.
It's at 8 o'clock.
And then at 9 o'clock is a brand new Grays. Shows some Shondaland love. And then at 10 o'clock, 9 Central
And
is
then
us.
after Scandal,
Yes.
little Katie Lowe's.
It's going to be
on Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
So just park it on ABC
Yeah.
all night.
Just start at 8 o'clock and stay through Jimmy.
Excellent.
You can eat during the news at 11.
So since it's season 3, I wanted to ask each of you to tease up the season in 3 words. And Scott, I'm starting with you.
Tease up the season in 3 words.
3
Tease up
words.
the season in 3 words.
You always repeat the question.
He is so good
Because
at
it was such a good
vamping.
question, I feel like I felt the need to be repeated.
I understand.
The
Yeah, that's 2.
the is one that counts as one.
We can only tease the first 7 episodes, by the way. That's all we've got.
Sure.
So who
Tease
knows
up
where the rest of
season
it's
in
going to
3
go.
words.
Yeah.
Don't look away.
Oh, good.
Good
oh,
one.
good. That's good.
Guillermo?
Explosive, unexpected, dark.
Ooh, wow.
Nice. Darby?
Shocking. Riveting. Heartbreaking.
Aww.
Sizzling. Sexy. Cauliflower.
I can't wait for the cauliflower part.
You'll understand when you...
All right, Kerry, bring it home. Go for another vegetable.
No. Provocative. Provocative. Gosh. Artful. And scandalous. Well
Nice.
done. Well done. I got a lifeline from the audience.
Nice.
Well done.
I feel like this panel's been handled. What do you think?
Handle.
It's handled.
It's handled.
Now I need the room.
Let's hear it for the cast. Thank you all so much for coming.